You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
There's your weather briefing for this Saturday, November the 15th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and we got a dense fog advisory for coastal sections and southwestern Alabama on this Saturday morning. It will go until mid-morning, so be careful if you're out there driving. If you're going to be going out boating, especially on the bays and sounds, it is quite dangerous this morning with this pea soup fog, so be alert to that through mid-morning, sort of a sign of the times of the season, this marine fog that occurs this time of year. Visibility is down to zero now at Andalusia, Atmore, Gulf Shores, and in Mobile. They've been flirting with zero there in Demopolis and Eufaula. And we've had patchy fog in other parts of west central Alabama as well. Got a high to mid-level deck of clouds moving into northwestern Alabama. We'll see that on the sky cams here. And starting off with our Florence sky cam, you see it quite pronounced there in the northwestern corner of the state. Gotten to be quite cloudy there. You can see it off to the northwest from our Skycam at Tuscaloosa at Bryant-Denny Stadium. They got a big football game there this afternoon with the University of Oklahoma. That game will be played under partly cloudy skies with sunny and warm conditions. Dozier, you can see the fog there. It's quite a pea soup situation there, especially in the valleys. Down at Spanish Fort, beginning to emerge a little bit. It's been quite foggy there all morning. The fog will be burning off as we go into mid to late morning. Low temperatures so far have been chilly on the eastern side of the state, 37 there at Gadsden, 39 at Anniston, reporting 39 at Troy and Eufaula. Most everyone else in the 40s. Folks in the northwestern part of the state have been in the 50s thanks to that cloudiness that has moved in. Taking a look at the futurecast over here through Monday night, showing 70s this afternoon across the entire state as we continue to be above normal. This is some 15 degrees above normal. We should be in the lower to middle 60s this time of year. By the time you head out this evening for any dinner or plans that you might have, temperatures will be falling into the 60s under mostly clear skies. We'll see cloudiness increasing through the overnight hours ahead of a front. By morning, temperatures will be in the 50s statewide with normally warmer locations reporting 60 degrees. Could see an isolated sprinkle or two up in northeastern sections of Alabama, more likely over in Georgia. Also, as that front drops into South Alabama during the afternoon, we could see a few sprinkles over southern sections. But again, I don't think we'll see anything that allows the ground to even get wet. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the 60s in North Alabama, 70s over the southern part of the state. The front stalls out over South Alabama, waits for a disturbance to the west to kind of come back and pick it up on Monday. A few showers showing up there on the futurecast late Sunday night into Monday morning, so a couple of those might be more substantial. We've got those in the forecast for southwestern Alabama for late Sunday night and Monday morning. You see that front kind of getting picked back up as we go into Monday morning. And you see it lifting back to the north. We're in the 70s again, above normal on Monday. Monday night lows are in the 40s north, 50 south. After Sunday night lows were in the 30s north, and 40s south. So it's going to be, this front's going to bring some cooler air our way for sure. The day one severe weather outlook, for today has a tiny little marginal risk area there. Up around Pittsburgh. The Sunday outlook has nothing on the maps. And, the day one excessive rainfall outlook is all centered out there with this Pacific storm that's coming on in the Los Angeles area. They've got a moderate risk for heavy rainfall in the L.A. basin, and that's not good news because they've got all of those burn scars from earlier this year. The 7-day QPF looks pretty decent down in the Arklatex, which is not bad news. Our numbers have come up a little bit in the northwestern quarter of Alabama. That's good news. And you see the nice rainfall amounts out in California, which is great news for them. Some of that will fall as snows in the Sierras. The day one Fire outlook looks pretty good across the country. Nothing really stands out there. We're bordering on the precipice of being in dangerous fire outlooks here. By Tuesday, we've got this shortwave moving through the Midwest. That'll, be powering that little front that'll move through us, Sunday night and Monday. But ridging builds over Alabama, and that keeps us protected. But by Thursday, pretty decent system shown there west of Omaha with a trough down through the southern plains. That's going to be powering a cold front that's going to be heading our way. It will be our next weather maker. But you see, it sort of falls apart, shears out, and moves out to the north, loses its support. We go into a southwesterly flow regime, which does bring us some moisture, but it never really powers through here. Next storm system, kind of beyond the range of this set of maps, but we've got a storm system there by next Sunday morning, that's west of Dallas. The day 1 through 5 forecast, brings this cold front into North Alabama tomorrow, setting the stage for, a brief retrenchment of temperatures Sunday night into Monday. We'll fall back into the 30s Monday morning over North Alabama, 40s over the rest of the state, 50s over South Alabama. By Monday morning, you'll have 60s over North Alabama Monday morning with 70s over the rest of Alabama. And then we fall back into the 70s regime that we've kind of been in. Hereby, Monday high pressure, moves back into the mid-Atlantic with that low moving into southern Kansas. Here by Monday night, we've got that warm front lifting back through Alabama. You'll see those dew points in the 50s lifting back across our state. No rain, though, because of the high pressure ridging that will be across our state. Tuesday, Wednesday, highs in the 70s. Rain just to our north, just out of our reach, and really just to our west through Wednesday. By Thursday, we'll be watching developments over the Arklatex, showers and thunderstorms, southeastern Oklahoma back through eastern Texas, pushing our way, crossing the Mississippi River Thursday night into Alabama Friday as a weakening band of showers. It may not even have any lightning associated with it very much, maybe some over South Alabama, but could bring a half to 1 inch of rain to the northwestern half of Alabama, 1/2 inch of rain to the southeastern part of the state. Clearing skies for Saturday, cooler, slightly cooler at least, and then Sunday looks like a nice day. And then we're turning the page into the Thanksgiving week. Looks like by Monday the 24th, we saw that system on the upper pattern there over Texas, and you see it getting its act together here by Monday the 24th, becoming, a system that moves up into the Great Lakes and the Midwest by the 26th. This is, of course, a big travel day that could deal havoc at the major hubs in the Midwest, like Chicago. For us, it means, perhaps increasing cloudiness, maybe showers for that Wednesday the 26th. It looks like snow at Denver, snow in the Rockies. And then for Thanksgiving, showers and thunderstorms seem to be loading just to our west, perhaps moving in here Thursday night, Friday the 26th, Black Friday. We'll have to deal with a round of showers and thunderstorms, it looks like, with, colder, improving conditions for Iron Bowl Saturday. And then, looks like unsettled, but, not at least stormy conditions for Sunday the 30th out toward December the 1st. We're still a little bit unsettled as far as the forecast looks. These are the 7-day QPF numbers from the WPC. Generally between 1 inch and 1¼ inches north of I-59. South of that, it's 1/2 inch or less, which is not great news for the drought. Your 7-day forecast looks like this. 70s today and tomorrow, fall back into the 60s over North Alabama for Monday. Then we're back in the 70s for the remainder of the week. We temporarily fall back into the 30s and 40s Monday morning in some of the normally colder locations. But we'll be back into the 50s for the remainder of the week. Then for South Alabama, it's kind of the same old story. 70s for the week ahead, with 50s for the overnight lows. And that's kind of, what we have to look forward to before we get into this Thanksgiving week. But that's your weather briefing for this Saturday. I'll have notes on the blog. We'll have frequent updates throughout the day here on the Alabama Weather Network. Thank you for joining us. And just as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.